But yeah, that's what he's referencing. Go to sleep 6 feet deep. I'll give you a beat for the effort. But if I was 3'11", you'd look up to me. And for the record, you would blow me to be me for a second. Look a ball sack and get on my channel. Give your life to be as solidified. This is like Rambo when he's out of bullets. So what good is a machine gun when it's out of ammo?
That's pretty nice.
Had enough of this tatted up mumble rapper. How can him and I battle?
There goes the mumble rap.
How can him and I battle? You're not on my level. How what are you to me? You're nobody. He'll have to F Kim in my flannel. I'll give him my sandals, cause he knows long as I'm shady, he's gonna have to live in my shadow. Bro, that and that honestly, that's a line to almost like every white rapper, and that's just realistic. Because any white rapper that comes up is going to have to live in Eminem's shadow because of what he did for the game and the culture. And of course, the obvious line, shady shadow. But that's crazy. Any white rapper that comes up is going to have to live in Eminem's shadow.
And every single one of them have fallen to the wayside.
Yeah, you got NF, you got
Logic.
Logic's not white.
He's half white, and he says it all the time, and he preaches about it all the time.
He's half white and half black, but he's not like a white rapper. It's different.
Man, his skin is white. Most of his audience is white, so he's a white rapper.
Most of Jay-Z's audience is white. What are you speaking? What are you talking about?
The people he caters to is mostly, bro. I can show you a lot of kids who all they listen to is Logic, and like, oh, Logic's the best, and they know nothing about the culture. Nothing, not even a little bit.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Eminem fans.
Well, I mean, I would accept it more from Eminem fans because at least they're getting some type of like consistency. There's something there. And these kids are just Logic's best, yeah. Like, no.
Logic is not the best, but he is a dope rapper. You have to give him his props.
But I will
he still has excellent wordplay.
I will still call him a C-list rapper.
He's a B-list rapper.
He's a B-list. He's low tier B-list. Because there's a lot of B-list rappers out there who would outplay him very well, and I will stick to that. Yes.
I don't know. That's another conversation. All right, because he knows as long as I'm shady, he's gonna have to live in my shadow. Exhausting, letting off on my offspring. That's just kind of dope wordplay. I like that.
Jay-Z's
exhausting, letting off on my offspring. Lick a gun barrel, itch, get off me.
Like Jay-Z makes albums for white kids who listen to this. Whatever, bro. Keep going. Just keep going. 444 sure as hell wasn't for those kids, but go ahead.
I can give you Logic songs that aren't for white. What are you talking about?
No, you said songs. I'm talking about full project. But keep going. Keep going, man.
All his projects are centered around his life,
and
which is what you would call the stereotypical Black American life.
Who?
Logic.
Okay, keep going, bro.
I don't know many of the white people that grew up in a crack house.
There's a lot of them.
And had his dad sell crack to his daughter.
There's a lot of people who lived in terrible situations who were white.
Okay.
Who lived in trailer parks and stuff like that. There's a lot of like terrible stuff happening in that.
I said the stereotypical Black life.
Mm-hmm.
And I said his projects are centered around that.
So basically
drugs, projects, and hard times.
Okay. And the same thing goes for... Okay.
For what?
For the other side of the people who...
Did I say stereotypical? I did say stereotypical.
But that's the same stereotype can go towards the people...
But for white people, that's not the stereotype.
It isn't.
The stereotype for white people is... them personally being drugged up and having sex with their cousins. That is a stereotype for white people.
That's your stereotype.
No, what? How do I have my own stereotype?
Them being personally drugged up and then having sex with their cousins?
Yeah, them themselves being crack addicts. That is a stereotype for white people. Being rapist crack addicts. Okay. That is a stereotype that people push. And the stereotype for black people are homeless, welfare, drug dealers.
Mm-mm.
You don't think that's a stereotype? Where have you been?
The stereotype for the longest time in this country were black males are super predators at the age of 13. I think Hillary Clinton said that. And then for black females, I think they were just supposed to be used to get raped by white males.
That's not a
That's a stereotype.
It's not a stereotype. And what does super predator imply? Super predator implies a drug dealer.
No, super predator implies sexually When she said that, she was implying it was like a sexual connotation towards it.
Okay.
I mean, we can listen.
So are we talking about what Hillary Clinton's political devices were to get her to where she is, or are we talking about actual people in the country's perceptions and stereotypes?
It wasn't just her political devices. This is something that she actually believes, and a lot of people stood up and said.
Okay, but we're talking about.
She didn't say this in a Congress meeting. She said this in a rally.
We're talking about actual Americans. And
she's not
the way I grew, we're talking about the actual American people who she does not represent the majority of. We can agree with that, right? She does not represent the majority of Americans.
You could say that.
Without a doubt, I can say that. She does not represent America.
The people that I see on Twitter and Instagram and all that say that she should have...
Are they the majority of Americans?
Well, they say they are.
Are there not British people on Twitter? Are there not British people and other people from European countries getting involved in our elections?
You're going into a different route. What are we talking about now?
Oh my God, I'm just you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
He's making it difficult on purpose.
How? Whoa!
This is literally
as a gossip moment on my ad. What?
This is literally just a conversation about stereotypes. The stereotypes that I grew up with in school. Oh, black people are all drug dealers and this, and that. White people, crack addicts. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I grew up in
It's not true. Countries. Yeah, you grew up in Panama.
I grew up in two different countries. You grew up here and in Panama. In Panama, bro. The stereotype for black people are we're dirty, we're nasty, we rape people, we're stealers, we're robbers, all that stuff. All the negative connotations was towards black people. When I came here, same thing applies, except it was doubly for me because I'm Hispanic also, so I sell cocaine too. But like that, it's basically just everything negative in a city's population goes towards.
So by me saying that, you are disagreeing with my point, and then on the other hand agreeing with my point by saying that is a stereotype. I literally just brought up one or two. I'm not delving into the entire stereotypes because that's not what this episode's about.
I'm talking about the stereotype that you have towards.
I don't have any stereotypes. I'm telling you these stereotypes.
But I don't believe that the stereotype for white people was them being crack addicts and them sleeping with their cousin.
That is the stereotype. There is a stereotype like that.
I feel like
whenever people are making jokes about white people, namely in the black community, or crack addicted, child molesting, what do you call it? I forgot the name of it. We're not even supposed to
towards like Catholic Church thing. But I feel like the stereotype would be like privileged, never had to fight for anything. That's more like a stereotype.
That's one of them. That's one of them.
Them having a
again, you have to understand that white people are the majority of this country. So there's going to be different types of white people, just like there's different types of black people, and each group branched their own stereotype. Like each group of black people branches, but because we are one of the minorities in this country, even though we have different groups, all of us are grouped together as one thing. So the stereotype for the minority, even though there's multiple groups, becomes one blanketed thing. So there are different stereotypes for white people because they're the majority in this country.
You're saying by the majority of the country.
By the majority of the country. Okay. Because we can see that there's more than one group. There are different stereotypes.
I'll accept that the majority has a blanket statement towards the minority.
Yes.
But the different minorities have different
stereotypes to the majority. Yes.
No, not only to the majority, but the other groups in the minority.
Yes. That too. Yes. Absolutely. And white people have their own stereotypes about white people.
Yeah, of
and
course.
white people are the one pushing the crack addicted.
Because hillbillies and
Yeah.
country. Wait, is hillbillies and
Hillbillies, yeah.
And no, there's two different
Rednecks, hillbillies and rednecks, but that's the same thing.
Shout out to Ozarks, by the way.
It's the same thing, and like they have their own stereotypes
No,
about
they said it is not the same
about
thing.
white people.
Said it is not the same thing. Apparently, I don't know.
I don't know. It that's not the point of this conversation.
Lesser stereotypes.
I don't know why we're talking about stereotypes.
Well, because we got into the whole them being a shadow under Eminem, and then I started talking about Logic, and then you said that he talks about the stereotype of black people, which I mean, I feel like he's always gonna have a leg up, but I mean it is what it is, and the reason why he's so big now is because of his skin color, and you can't deny that. And if you were sitting there and trying to tell me that no, man, it's because he's a great rapper, isn't that?
I don't know.
No.
He's a very talented artist who worked his butt off to get to where he is, and he developed his following.
But I feel like it's way.
But he doesn't do what other rappers do.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, can we move past this? Can we move past this and just finish this?
It is easier to market a white person as a rapper than it is as a black person as a rapper. Regardless of the hard work or whatever. It's always been easier. That's all I have to say. You can't deny that. If he has a lighter skin tone, people are going to take him differently.
Exhausting. Letting off on my offspring. Lick a gun barrel, itch get off me. You dance around it like a sombrero we can all see. You're effing salty, cause young Gerald's balls inside of Halsey. Your red sweater, your black leather. You dress better, I rap better. That a death threater, a love letter. I love that part. Yeah, is this a death threat or a love letter? What are you doing, Stan? Are you threatening me, or are you telling me how much you love me? Am I the best or the worst? What are you saying? What are you saying? Little white toothpick, think it's over a pick, and this is where a lot of people get misconstrued. I mumbled my word, blah, 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 about why he responded, right? Think it's over a pick. I just don't like you, prick. Thanks for dissing me. Now I had an excuse on the mic to write not alike. But really, I don't care who's in the right. But you're losing the fight you picked. Who else won it? Kells attempt fails. Button L's. Effing nails in these coffins as soft as cotton nail. Huh?
Still talking about Joe Budden.
Nails in a Coffin was another diss track. To... I think that was to Benzino too. Kill shot, I will not fail. I'm with the doc still. Woo! But this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he got skills. But Kells, the day you put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed. Ah. Ooh. Spicy. That's spicy. I think there's two interpretations to that line. One,
I've always seen Diddy as something shady, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's too much coincidence going on in that situation.
Yeah.
With
So
the whole Biggie thing. Oh,
yeah. So Diddy said he's gonna handle that to Joe Budden. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out, I guess.
He said it. I mean, cause like, all right, this is my conspiracy theory. Whatever. We all know what happened with Biggie, right? The Puff was in the Escalade in front of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Boop. Biggie just. Oh no, was he behind him?
I don't remember.
It was something like that. It was two different cars.
When we talk about these actual topics, we'll have the research ready.
Yeah.
But which is why I don't want to talk about these topics too much.
Yeah, I'm not going in depth. I'm just saying that my thing is that there's something like Puff had to know something. Like just because they were just so close. And it was just like at the height of Biggie's career and Tupac's career. So like it's just a crazy situation. But I feel where he's coming from though. Like he has to respond to that. I don't know how he's gonna do that because Puff can't rap. I'm not just you can't.
He's a great hype man. But so I have a MGK has a Pac-Man, and this isn't my original thought. I've obviously seen this off somewhere, but MGK has his Pac-Man tattoo, on his, I don't know what, it doesn't matter, on his body. Before Eminem released Kill Shot, he was playing Pac-Man with, I think, maybe a Tupac song in the back. I think he was listening to Hit 'Em Up. I don't remember. Because I wasn't dancing to it. And I feel like if Hit 'Em Up was on, I would have been dancing to it, so I don't remember. But he has his Pac-Man tattoo, so basically Diddy let him put out a hit, Rap Devil, that got Pac killed, Pac-Man killed. And then also Tupac killed. Which I think is a dope line, if that's how he intended it.
I mean, that's a lot of smoke, and I don't. Only other thing I could see is that it comes out into something other than rap, because I don't see Puff, putting together a diss track, or I mean, I guess he could get other people in a room and make a diss track and just lob a bomb at.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if it isn't anybody with any significance, it's not really gonna do anything. So.
All right, so let's finish this verse. This last line. I don't know if Diddy's gonna do anything.
Diddy might just do what I said. Just send some people out there. You feel me?
Keep it on wax, Diddy.
To Detroit.
Ain't trying to see no blood spilled, man.
I mean, M isn't. He's not doing anything. He's not responding to that.
Doesn't matter if M does something. It matters what.
I mean, Diddy.
If Diddy touches Eminem, Detroit will be on Diddy.
But Diddy has New York, so there's two. That's what I mean. Like, even though Puff doesn't have his ability, Puff still has NY behind him. You feel me? So it's like they're both back.
I don't know if Puff is like.
Puff is back, bro. He has Lil Kim with him. He has a lot of people rocking with Puff. He has a lot of people behind him.
All right.
Or at least to the side of him, not behind him. You feel me? Like, somebody's standing by him. So I mean, like, he might mess around and get Jay involved if
man, Jay's not gonna get involved.
It's just like a what if moment. What if Puff sends someone out to he put a hit out on M don't get hit. M starts talking a whole lot of roo-rah on an interview or on a diss track or whatever, and Jay doesn't like it, and Jay just get in there.
Maybe. Who knows?
Probably not.
Crazy things have happened.
Nah, he's not gonna do that. He has a kid. He has 2 kids.
Yeah.
And a wife.
Her
name's Beyonce.
I'm sick of you being whack and still using that auto-tune. Let's talk about it. I'm sick of your mumble rap mouth. Just the way he said. I'm sick of your mumble rap mouth. Need to get the about it. Alright? Before we can even talk about it, I'm sick of your blonde hair and your earrings just because you look in the mirror and think you're Marshall Mathers. Don't mean you are and you're not about it. So keep my in your mouth and keep my daughter out it. Savage.
That's it.
Savage. And he's like, oh, and I'm just playing Diddy. You know I love you.
And there goes.
Eminem obviously won that.
And there goes the shot that I think Diddy really heard and was like, nah, I ain't messing with that.
There goes the shot that the whole world heard.
Okay, I don't think it was that big, but
the whole world. It was that big.
Mm.
It was that big.
Not that big.
Bro, the fact that we're still talking about it, the fact that people are still talking about it.
I feel like the shot that the whole world heard would have been like if Biggie and Tupac were alive and they were still going at it. I feel like that would, because whoa, you feel me? But I don't think it was that big. You think it was that big?
If you have people from other countries speaking of it, it was that big.
I mean,
we're all connected now, yeah.
Exactly,
so kind of a lot of things that happen now are the shot that the whole world heard.
Yeah.
But because of the name behind the shot, it carries more weight. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tekashi will say something every week, and that's something that the whole world will hear and talk about. Eminem says something like that shot is gonna echo a little bit longer than everyone else's shot, you know.
I don't know, bro, but I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope that everything is kept to the wrap.
That's not an Illuminati sign. I'm just saying, okay. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
I just hope it doesn't really get terrible. You know, we don't need to see people dying on the streets. You feel me?
Nope.
But I mean, it'd be fun. I'm just kidding. It would not be fun. It would not be fun.
Alright, guys, that is it for the video. It's been an hour and 43 minutes. I have to find a way to clip these two videos together because my phone overheated.
Yep. This phone's
That's
trash.
gonna be fun.
That's why he should get an iPhone.
Let me tell you something.
Green bubbles are killing me. Smalls, they're killing me.
Let me tell you something.
The
reason we meant to upload this like a week ago, and because his camera failed.
Shut up. Hey,
his camera failed.